Like 5 seconds or something like that. Maybe even a little longer.
Just grab one back and forth and off and I saw it.
Alright, for those of you logged in, can you hear me? Hello?
Very, very quiet. I heard you, but it's very quiet. On my phone.
No, I can't have the volume up on it either.
Dan, you feel left out right now?
Are you guys battling to see who shows up on Wednesday?
No, the winner doesn't have to show up Wednesday. My dad will vote for it.
I can hear Sam better than I can hear you.
Figure. Brent, if you can hear me, top 5 are Sylvester, Tony Reese, Chad Nelson, Keo Kuhn, and number 1 seed John Cryer Jr.
I know, right? The last one was
You want that moved?
Yes.
23, 24.
Love you, baby. I mean, big girl, sorry. My bad.
Those of you just joining us, this is the second frame only. Tony's got 9 spare baby split in the second. Sam had 8 spare in the first.
Kind of what you do when you're good friends.
Sam with a 6 pin in the second. He's going to be 16 in the first. Tony has got 18 in the first, but an open in the second. 27 in the second for Tony. Sam with a spare will take the lead here. All right, Sylvester with 38 in the second, spare up in the third. Reese with an open in the second is 27 in the second, up in the third frame right now.
Yeah, I think you would be a lovely president, actually.
That's Tony with a double there in the third and the fourth, trying to put a little pressure back on Sam. He is down by 11 after 2 frames. Sam with a spare in the fourth, taking care of the 2-8. Sam is at 56 in the third. Tony's 27 in the second, but he does have a double in the third and the fourth. One of them two. I need a beer.
Need a beer?
One of them two. Yeah, give me a Coors Light. It's all Coors Light. Don't worry, I got cash.
Very professional voice.
Sam finding his first strike there in the fifth. 76 in the fourth. Grab me a beer. I don't know what the hell I was saying. All right, big three-bagger there for Tony. That's going to give him 57 in the third and a lead even after his open in the second. Yeah, actually, Dan just went and got me one. Thank you.
Like that big.
Split there for Tony. The 4-6-7. Oh, only taking one of them. Yeah, 110 in the sixth. Sam with a big double there. He's got 76 in the fourth, double up fifth and sixth. Mike Pate, top five. Sam Sylvester, Tony Reese, Chad Nelson, Kehoe Kuhn, and John Cryer Jr. Seven oh, no, disaster. 7-10 split for Sam here in the seventh. Nobody really able to take charge. We got a three-bagger by Tony, a double by Sam before they both got a couple of splits.
Fingers didn't open back up.
That's a good question. Yeah. Okay. Those that might be just joining us, we're in a little break here, waiting for a 710 to be set back up. Sam Sylvester has left 710 in 7th frame. He is currently leading the match, but Tony Reese would have the chance to catch him with a double here coming up. But first, we need to get these reset. Now you do. After waiting this long.
You know, did Keel get into that issue?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
He didn't know what everything was put in for.
Yep. Everybody is in the bet you win.
The top five?
Yep, except Tony's in for only 20. Everybody else is in for 30. But no matter who wins, a share of it is going to be one. Yeah. Yep. All right, well, taking one. $132 in the 7th for Sam. One more strike here, Tony can take the lead back. He's at 110 in the 6th, strike up in the 7th. Oh, carries that 710 that Sam left.
Breakdown either.
Stubborn dead 10 for Sam. Oh, costly open. And a bucket in the 9th for Sam. Definitely struggling trying to find any kind of reaction here on either lane. Only got a double in the 5th and 6th, otherwise a few spares and a couple of splits. Tony looking to expand on the lead here. Hopefully just kind of seal the deal up. And that's a turkey for Tony. He's going to be at 140 in the 7th. Sam at 132 in the 7th. Sam also opened the 8th, though, so Tony with a pretty commanding lead at the moment. Bucket by Tony on his first shot in the 10th. That will give him 166 in the 8th. Sam with 141 in the 8th. Tony pretty much staying clean here. Will wrap things up. Big spare there for Tony. That'll seal the deal on this match. He will advance to meet Chad Nelson in our next step ladder match. Tony Reese advancing 199 over Sam Sylvester 169. Tony will advance to meet Chad Nelson in our next match. Give us a couple seconds. We're going to just move our setup here. Our wonderful paper holding things up, our napkin holder. We'll get our high production value stuff moved over to the next pair. And they'll have a couple shots of practice, and we'll be back live.
Yes, sir. 2 on each. Breakfast party this morning at about 7:30.
Is the mic right here?
Yes, sir.
It didn't look that good. Oh, no.
You guys
Just hit the red button on both sides and you'll start. Chad, you got the option.
Oh, I know, man. The only time I made something good was my first win in the short matter now.
That's next round, so.
But yeah,
That's for next round, so whoever.
what am I buying you?
Yeah.
What am I getting you?
Get all of us something when I'm ready. I'm not ready.
You're not ready for it? You will. Not gonna get ready.
Don't make me swear at you. This actually works pretty good. No. No, not at all. I never do.
No, he's got 22. 22 watchers.
Mike, they were bowling on the Dead Man's Curve, which didn't play much like Dead Man's Curve to start the day off. A lot more friction than you'd expect out of that pattern. And after the re-oil that we had, they tended to play a little more like a house pattern after that, even more so. Quite a bit of friction today, more than we'd expect out of that pattern. But anyways, that was the intended pattern, Dead Man's Curve. So I'm sleeping in the bed tonight, and I'm looking for microphones. And the guy says, "Yeah, we don't really have microphones, for iPad." And as I'm walking out, it dawns on me that every earpiece that goes for a phone is a microphone. Save $100. Works pretty good. I just said it, Mike. Aren't you listening? Yeah, Dead Man's Curve.
About that, I don't think it was Dead Man's
Hey.
this morning.
You might.
Modified Dead Man. I mean, I'm no astrophysicist, but
You might be in the majority that felt that way. It's highly possible that several thought it didn't play a lot like Dead Man's Curve. Several.
they played exactly the same. This guy.
All right, this is match 2 of the step ladders. We've got Chad Nelson, the number 3 seed, going against Tony Reese, the number 5 seed. Tony made it past Sam Sylvester Jr., who was the 4th seed, 199 over 169. Looks like Chad has chosen to start the match on the left lane.
First match, second match?
Second. Yep. Thank you. You're welcome. All right, Chad crumbling everything for a strike to get things started here in match 2. For those of you curious at home, everybody in the step ladder finals is in on the bet you win. So no matter what, 1/2 of the bet you win jackpot, which sat at $1,050, will be awarded today. Oh, 10 pin by Tony. And a spare by Tony. All right, Tony Reese here up in the second. Spare up in the first. Another 10 pin, back-to-back 10 pins here for Tony. First one a rip 10, second one dead 10. And another conversion. Chad stepping up here in the second frame now for him. He has strike up in the first. Ethan, thanks for the shout out. Glad we can give you the service. Even got a crappy microphone this time, so hopefully you guys can hear me better as well. And Chad with a conversion there. 1 pin lead after 2. Alright, Chad crumbling the split out of there, leaving just a fortunate 10 pin standing.
Here, I got you. I got you. It's okay. This chair's not going to put a napkin.
I don't know how these guys in the radio do it. I'm just so stressed. You need I got a splitter. We could get a second headset.
I can be your guy.
Huh? I got an extra headset in the truck.
Get me in the booth.
Carry that.
I can fill everybody in on how.
I got a splitter here. Go get a headset. We'll double it up.
All right, Tony leaving a 2-8 there in the third frame. That's just my old age. Sorry, that's just a 2-pin. Just a 2-pin there for Tony. Covers it with ease. Right now we got a 1-pin match. Tony 38 in the second, spare in the third. Chad 39 in the second, spare in the third. Tony up in the fourth here. Wide right. Pretty fortunate to just get the 3. And he had left the bucket on the full shot there earlier. Comes back to haunt him, only going 3-3 there. Chad taking advantage. Striking in the fourth on the right lane. Chad 59 in the third. Tony 51 in the third. Chad with a strike up. Getting the trouble to topple over there, leaving just the 4-7. Striking, then converting on the bucket. He's got 77 in the fifth, strike in the sixth. Chad is up here with 79 in the fourth and a spare in the fifth. Getting the 4 to trip out of the potential 4-9, leaving just the 9. So Chad's going to have 98 in the fifth. He's got a 21-pin lead right now after 5 frames. Chad leaving a 9-pin there again. Back-to-back 9 pins.
Telling you. I got a splitter and I got another set of headphones in the car. You gotta be on. I would have never thought of that. I would have never thought of that.
Right, Tony up here, another wide right one. Not able to get back to the head pin. 1, 2, 6, 7 for Tony here. See if he can run this down before the match gets out of hand on him. Pretty good. 3 of the 4. There's a good shot. Tony striking in the 8th on the left lane there. He's got 102 in the 7th, strike up in the 8th. Chad with 117 in the 6th and a spare in the 7th. Good shot by Chad there. Striking in the 8th. He's got 137 in the 7th. 35-pin lead for Chad here after 7. Both players with strikes in the 8th. Missed in. Fortunate gets us a double on a Brooklyn there. Hanger early hook. Yeah. Good shot for Tony. Unfortunately, 4 pins still left. All right, so we got Tony with a 122 in the 8th, spare up in the 9th. Chad, pretty commanding lead, 137 in the 7th, double up in the 8th and the 9th. Pretty much just going through the motions here. Again, Tony has got 142 in the 9th, strike up first shot in the 10th. Chad does have 137 in the 7th with a double in the 8th and 9th, so he has got the match in hand. really tricky pair at left lane. Both players miss a little right. You saw, if you were watching, Tony go 3 count, 3 count. A bunch of buckets on that left lane. And a miss in was an instant Brooklyn. Chad was fortunate to take a Brooklyn into a double. But both players really struggling left lane. Right lane, not so bad. And 4-pin on the right lane there for Chad. Nice easy conversion. Chad will be in the low 200s here, 2-0 something. Tony finished with 162. Chad will move on into the semifinal match. He will be going against Kyo Kyun. Kyo shot 279, 300 his first 2 games of match play today. Made a huge jump, obviously propelling him into the top 5. This is his first CBA match play cut made. So very nice to see him finding some success right away into the match play. That'll wrap that up with that strike there. We got Chad winning 206, 162. We're going to slide over to the next pair. Players are going to have 2 shots on each lane on the next pair as they get ready, and then they'll start their match. I'm going to take a quick picture of the top 5 stepladder finalists. We'll keep streaming here. Stay with us. We're just going to move over a little bit. Right against that wall. Can I kick you over one?
Huh?
Do you mind if I kick you over one?
Jeez, Jason. The things I do for you.
No. I'm not deserving. I am not worthy.
You aren't. Crying out loud.
I was looking at these. It's okay. I don't mind.
Just to clarify, sorry Cheryl, but Chad won't be bowling the final match. This will be the semifinals. We have John Cryer Jr. waiting in the wings on the practice pair. Winner of this match will go into the finals. This is Kyo Kyun. Again, his first CBA match play cut that he's made. Shot 279, 300 to start off the match play. Propelled him up towards the top, making it into the top 5. And against, obviously, the guy that we've all seen here a million times, Chad Nelson. 30 titles, 25 second place finishes. Definitely the guy that we've seen into the step ladders and the finals more than anybody else in CBA history. They're just taking some practice shots here. Each player gets 2 shots on each lane. Keo, being the higher seed, will get to decide if he wants to start the match or finish the match first. We'll be underway here after just a few seconds.
I like it.
Kehoe. So you get the choice of whether you want to start first or whether you want to finish first. You know, if you finish first, Chad starts the match. So you're the higher seed, you get to make that decision.
Can I start first?
You sure can. So if you start, you'll be on the left lane.
Okay, sounds good.
You guys ready? He's going to start. Red button on both lanes, please. Keo starting off with a solid strike. Nice little tickle on the 7. Both players with a strike in the first frame. Chad definitely with a good look there, doubling up, first and second. Again, for those of you just joining us, Keo Kyun here in the semifinal match, making his first match play appearance in his CBA career. And he started off match play front 9, 279, followed by 300. Propelled him definitely into the top 5. Little high 10 pin there. The winner of this match will meet John Cryer Jr. in the final match. Solid conversion there by Keo. grab there. Unfortunately, he couldn't clear that out of there.
There was a 7 that moved over to the 4.
Thought it was full.
Brando's here.
We'll wait here to get that 7-pin reset. Which one? Where are we going? Perfect. I'm in. Can we sub?
Yeah.
What is this? At Ryan, that's a really good question. I requested Dead Man's Curve. I think anybody that bowled today realized house memory, topography, maybe both, but certainly did not play like Dead Man's Curve. To start with, Dead Man's Curve's like 43 feet, around 24 plus units. Oh!
It's killing me. It's icing me.
Keo getting it to come out, but not able to get over to the 7-pin. Anyways, yeah, the shot was Dead Man's Curve. Certainly played with a lot more friction than that normally would. We reran them in between qualifying and match play. After they got into match play again, Kehoe comes out of match play 23 of the first 24. Front 9, 10-pin spare. And then the next 13 for 279, 300. So tough to say what pattern was, kind of more dominant in coming through there after the re-oil. Yeah, you're right, Ryan. Quite honestly, too, one of the reasons I don't like to announce patterns, one of the reasons I don't like people to have a preconceived notion of what they're going to be on. Anybody that would have been told this was Dead Man's Curve, they would have probably found it playing quite a bit different and wouldn't have been happy if they had prepared their equipment as such. So, I'd like to see everybody bring everything, be prepared for anything. Real good look by Chad. He starts off with the front 3. A little miss in there. Stays out of most of the trouble. 369 here left. Nate, we broke the 50 barrier. I think my commentating it's raising it up. We're going to need some more money. We're going to have to invest in some lights. Yeah. We're going to have to add this in.
You got banners back there. What are you talking about? Oh, different kinds.
Sponsor.
Advertising. You're not half as dumb as you look. Jeepers.
Good shot there by Keogh. Steve, these are some of the nicest napkin holders that we have had yet. It's amazing how still they can hold this iPad. Keogh, big double, coming back after that 7-10 split in the third. Chad's got 77 in the third. Spare up in the fourth. Keogh with 47 in the third and a double in the fourth and fifth. Stubborn 10 pin there. Messenger missing for Nelson. Anderson, if FD was here to give color commentary, it would sound exactly like it does now because he's too scared to speak in public. Spare for Chad. Chad, 96 in the fourth, spare up in the fifth. Keogh, 47 in the third, spare in the fifth, or strike, I'm sorry, double, fifth and sixth. Good shot there by Chad. All right, Keogh stepping up here in the sixth. He's got a double working. Oh, and he crumbles the 4-9 out of there. Big three-bagger there. Big three-bagger for Keogh in the fourth, fifth, and sixth. Again, for those of you that have just joined, we have John Cryer Jr. waiting in the wings in our championship match. So the winner of this match will face him in the finals. Great four-bagger by Keogh, putting some pressure back on Chad after he left that 7-10 in the third. Really good shot by Chad. Flush 8 pin left. Definitely bringing the match much closer here. Larry, we got Greg sitting right here. Nate, Matt Payne. They're all too chicken to jump on the mic, I guess. That and the fact that we only have one outlet jack on the iPad. We better spend the big money for a splitter, I guess. Chad with a spare there has got 136 in the 6th. He's got a spare in the 7th, and good shot there, strike in the 8th. Chad 156 in the 7th. Keogh with the 710 in the 3rd, giving him 47 in the 3rd, but a 4-bagger to follow here, so he's definitely keeping the pressure on Chad. Again, if we're looking for a guy to string some strikes, Keogh in his first match play cut ever at the CBA goes front 9, 10 pin spares, next 13 for 279, 300 out of the gate in the match play format. Five-bagger here by Keogh, keeping the pressure tight on Chad. That Chucky 3 sticks, yeah, for sure. Corbett's amazing the way he can pull info up. The things he remembers, great shot by Keogh. 6-bagger now, propelling him into the 10th. That's a great foundation, 9th there for him. But yeah, everything that.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tony. Everything that Corbett has in the back of that mind, all the years that he ran it. Ton of info. Would be great color commentary. All right, Chad needing some strikes here. 156 in the 7th, strike in the 8th. Really good shot there. Doubling up in the 9th. First light. Great match here. Chad set that short. Oh, that was a huge Brooklyn. Huge Brooklyn carry, first shot in the 10th there. 186 for Chad in the 8th. Keogh, if he strikes, could get to 197. Yes, Steve, this is tight, definitely. Chad does need to continue that type of carry or good shots to be able to force the pressure back on Keogh. Much better. No. Little early hook, big split. 6, 7, 10 for Chad.
Score is wrong. 7.
That's why we keep it here. All right, Chad finishing with 232 there. Keogh, another strike. Great shot. Great shot. Keogh pretty much just needing a little bit of pin count here, and he's going to be in good shape to put himself into the finals with John Cryer Jr. Another great shot. God, he's had a good look. Good look through all the match play. right, there it was. Kehoe advancing into the finals in his first CBA match play cut made. 256 over Chad Nelson, 232. We're just going to slide our high production value iPad, napkin holder, paper ream over onto the next pair. Players will get 2 shots on each lane. John will be the higher seed. He'll decide to start or finish first. Stay with us. We'll keep streaming, but we'll be over on the next pair in just a few minutes.
Oh, yeah. Like, I thought you were my kid. I was like, still tell me that.
2 shots on each. You bet, guys.
Good bowling. Yeah, somewhere in there I'm bowling. Yeah, no challenge. Oh, yeah. You'll be there. Hey, good job, Lee.
Thanks, bud.
Good
You
seeing
too.
you again.
Yeah, you too, man. I think it is too. You guys out here? All right. See you guys. You're good.
Steady, better than yesterday.
What happened yesterday?
Went to lacrosse.
Alex?
Did lacrosse. Scores yesterday were 6 games to 190. One was supposed to be a sport fan. 3 games on St. 3 games on house
John, how many shots you guys got in? One each?
You got one left. Yeah, 2 each. One on each side.
Okay. All right, we're just waiting for them to get a couple of balls back.
See you, Jason. I'll call ya.
go. I think we got about 3 shots left here at practice. For those of you just joining us, this is our championship match. We have John Cryer Jr., the number 1 seed in the step ladder. Pretty much led all day, certainly started out leading all day. Keo Kuhn making his first match play cut ever in the CBA. Caught John for a little bit. He went 279, 300 out of the gate in match play, 23 of the first 24. Propelled him into the lead for a little bit, caught a couple of bad pairs. John caught him back again. And here they are now, back in the final match. For Sam, this is at Apple Place Bowl. Bowen, I'm sure that Wurs would have wore his Spider shirt had he been here. We had no Wurs sighting today. So we got one more shot here we're waiting for from John. I apologize, that was his last shot of practice. So here we go on our match play. Looks like John, the higher seed, is having Keo start the match. Bowl for the money, split the bet you win. Bowl for first and second, split the bet you win. Yeah. This is the championship match going on right here. Winner wins the tournament. Yep. Thomas Wolf, this was on Dead Man's Curve. At least that's what we requested to be put down. The pattern definitely played with more friction than that. And anyways, we did have a reel in between qualifying and match play. It settled them down some. But yeah, they're definitely not. They were a little more friction than you would expect out of that pattern throughout the whole day today. All right, both players starting off with a strike. Even after one. Again, this is our final match. John Cryer, the number 1 seed, again led most of the day today. Kehoe, our number 4 seed in the step ladder, had been number 1 during match play for a little bit. John sees the machine coming back apparently there in the left side there. He's going to hold off, reset himself. We are running a bit late here. Awful nice of Apple Place. They've got their league is held off waiting for us to finish up. Very nice of them. Big double there for John to start the match.
Tape it.
Kehoe, another great shot. Big double, both players tied after 2, both with doubles. Keo with a big turkey to get going here right out of the gates. Neither player has missed yet. Big carry, both players with the front three now. Both players are in the Bet You Win. So for those of you wondering at home, the Bet You Win jackpots started at 600 today. There was 450 added from today's entries. 1,050 in there. 50% of that will be being paid out with today's winner. Cryer with the front four. Kehoe with the front three. Stepping up in the fourth on the right lane. This will bring up our first spare attempt of the day. Kehoe coming in a little light, leaving a 2-pin. Not of the day this match, sorry. See if we can run this down. Keep pressure on Cryer. All right, nice conversion by Kehoe. So once again, we got Kehoe with 79 in the third, spare up in the fourth, Cryer with the front four. Championship match here at Apple Place Bowl, CBA. Great shot by Kehoe. Keep that pressure on John. Kehoe with 99 in the fourth. Cryer has started with the front four. He'll be up on the right lane here in the fifth. Little wide. Yeah, pays the price. 379. Cryer in the fifth. We'll see what he can get out of this. Should be the first open of the match if he can't convert. giving the advantage back to Kehoe. With that one count on that spare Crier, 113 in the fifth. Advantage back to Kehoe, 99 in the fourth, strike up in the fifth. Goes the opposite way, miss left on the right lane, he misses right on the left lane. 2-4 left in front of him. Solid conversion there. All right, Kehoe stepping up here with a chance to definitely put a lot of pressure on John to have to perform coming down the stretch. Kehoe's got 99 in the fourth, strike up in the fifth. Definitely has a good look on both lanes. Early hook. Oh, gets the 4-9 both to crumble out of there. That's a big double. Big double for Kehoe in the fifth and sixth. Kehoe stepping up here in the seventh on the left lane, 99 in the fourth. He's got a double in the fifth and sixth. Crier's got open 113 in the fifth, spare in the sixth. Stays out of trouble, leaving just a 6-pin. Once again, this is Kehoe's first match play cut that he has made, so obviously his first step ladder that he has made. Making easy work out of that 6-pin, staying clean for this match. Kehoe's got 148 in the sixth. Crier spare up in the seventh. Crier stepping up in the seventh, working on a spare in the sixth. He did open the fifth. He's got 113 in the fifth. Spare in the sixth. Crier answering the call, trying to stay in the match, striking in the seventh. Crier with 133 in the sixth, and that strike that he just threw in the seventh, stepping up in the eighth on the left lane. We're going to have a little bit of a wait here. I chose to run the oiling machine. There's a couple pairs left of us, so We'll take a little break while we wait for that to run down the lane and make its way back here. Alright, the machine's making its way back here. John will be stepping up on the approach. Again, we got John with 133 in the 6th, strike in the 7th, stepping up on the left lane here in the 8th. Good shot. After the break, great decision, taking his time. Big double for John there. 7th and 8th. Keogh stepping up in the 8th frame on the right lane. He has got a 15-pin lead in the 6th. Fryer with a double though. Keogh just with a spare in the 7th. Looking to strike, keep the pressure. Good shot. Pesky 10-pin. Important conversion here for Keogh. Keep himself in the match. Still giving him a chance. Very solid. Well done. Big shot here for Keogh. Great ball, great ball. Big strike for him. Not letting Cryer run away from him by any means. That gives Keogh 187 in the 8th. Cryer with 133 in the 6th, double in the 7th and the 8th. Tripping the 3, the light 3 falling late. That's huge. Big 3-bagger for Cryer there in the 7th, 8th, and 9th. It's going to give him 163 in the 7th. He's got a strike up in the 8th and 9th. Keogh 187 in the 8th with a strike in the 9th. Still a match. Firm came in a little behind it there. Leaving that 7 pin. Pretty important spare here. Keep the pressure on Keogh to make sure that he marks in the 10th. Firm and straight, Cryer covers that 7 pin. It's going to give him 2-12 in the 9th with a spare in the 10th. Keogh holds the match in his own hands. He cannot be shut out no matter what Cryer does here on this ball. Best Cryer can get to is 232. Keogh still has potential 247 on the board. And an 8 count. Giving Cryer a 230. Again, Keogh at 187, strike up in the 9th. He has potential 247 on the board still. He's going to need this first one here. Hooked early on him, big time. Big hook early. That will seal the deal. John Cryer Jr. will win the 2016 November tournament at Apple Place Bowl. Thanks everybody that joined us. Great broadcast today. Hope to see everybody tune in again for our Masters tournament. We will have at Concord Lanes, formerly Maddie's. We will broadcast the stepladder finals there too on December 11th. That'll be quite a bit earlier in the afternoon, as that's a 2-day tournament, so our match play starts at 8 o'clock in the morning. I would guess we'll be reaching the stepladder finals somewhere around the 1 o'clock time frame. Thanks again for everybody. John Cryer Jr., your champion here at Apple Place Bowl.